If you want to check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. Available exclusively on odds.com. Have a happy holidays. A Merry Christmas. Enjoy the next few days. A lot of sports action for us. Let's get paid in full. Get that cash. Vikings 6-8, 3-3 on the road at the Saints, 10-4, 5-2 at home. Mercedes-Benz Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. And by the way, with the 7-10 minus 4.05 units, because of success in college basketball with Max and college football with our experts there, the week I went 19 wins and 18 losses. So just down a little bit of juice there. So it wasn't all bad, but whatever. I digress. Mercedes-Benz Superdome, New Orleans, Louisiana. Let's go, Bebsy. We have New Orleans opening up as 7-point favorites. The indicators are telling us that it will move to 7.5. It has yet to do that, but there is a bit of juice on the sevens. This total opened up at 52, is now at 51.5 or 51. Vikings coming off 33-27 home loss to the Bears. Their defense looks bad. They played without star linebacker Eric Kendricks for the third straight game. He remains questionable for this week. Chicago punted only once on the opening possession. Montgomery rushed 32 times for a career-high 146 yards, and Bebsy was on that spot. The Vikings defense looks bad. Kirk Cousins, 24-35, 271 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Who can you always count on? The great Dalvin Cook, 24 rushes, 132 yards, 1 touchdown. Justin Jefferson caught 8 passes for 104 yards, and Adam Thielen has struggled since coming back from COVID. 2 passes for 11 yards, was only targeted 3 times. Troy Dye, linebacker, left in the third quarter with a concussion. He's in concussion protocol. Tight end Kyle Rudolph missed another game, and defensive end Ifeadi Odenigbo are questionable. Saints coming off 32-29 loss at home to the Chiefs in their first game with Drew Brees back. He looked very rusty early. He ended up 15 of 34 for 234 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had no completions and 1 interception on his first 6 passes. They went 3 and out in their first 4 drives. Their offense came in ranked 5th in the NFL on third down, converting 46.5% of the time. They went 1 for 11 on third down. Not only that, but they let the Chiefs go 9 of 18. Kamara ran 11 times for 54 yards, caught 3 passes for 40 yards. Emmanuel Sanders caught 4 passes for 76 yards. Remember, Michael Thomas is on injured reserve. Receiver Traquan Smith and safety Marcus Williams each left with ankle injuries in the second half. They're both listed as questionable. Center Nick Easton, defensive tackle Malcolm Brown, defensive end Trey Hendrickson are all listed as questionable. Bebsy, Friday night, Christmas night. This is going to be a fun game. What is there a move to make here in Viking Saints?
To be honest with you, both of these teams have been playing poorly as of late. So for that reason, I think there's a bit of value in taking the Vikings just because, look, if they're both going to play bad, I don't expect a blowout or a large margin of victory here, especially with the way, look, Drew Brees looks terrible. He looked terrible to start that game. He got it together a little bit. I don't know if that was just him getting back into the swing of things or what, but I have no confidence in either one of these teams right now. I think probably closer to this game, I might look at some props. Dalvin Cook might be a little too high. Who knows, especially because he'll be going up against the Saints defense. Maybe be lucky to get a good enough number. But if I had a free play here, I would take the Vikings and the under. But I can't get a read on either one of these teams as of late. I think the Saints are more likely to get it together before the playoffs start, and that has a lot to do with not just their coach, but the veteran leadership on their team. But right now, it's just too many points for me to take the Saints, and I can't lay money with the Vikings the way they're playing, especially a soundbite that went viral with Justin Jefferson screaming and swearing at Kirk Cousins. That's a rookie receiver already frustrated with Kirk Cousins. You have to figure Kirk is out the door after this, and maybe Justin's just like, whatever, I'm the new kid in town, I don't give a shit. But yeah, for me, there's nothing overly enticing in this game for me.
I agree. So what do we know is this Vikings defense is bad, getting worse, and I don't see them rushing back Kendricks if the playoffs are gone for them. The playoffs are gone. So, I don't think they're mathematically eliminated yet. I have to double check that, but it's a very low percentage. And then, so we know that the Vikings defense is bad. We could attack a team total for the Saints, but do we trust Breeze? And you're saying that you don't, understandably so. The team totals aren't out. I mean, we could.
If I'm being honest, I didn't trust Breeze earlier in the season. Like I've said multiple times, I don't trust Breeze, and that was before he broke 300 ribs and came back and looked. He's looked bad all year, in my opinion. He's looked abysmal in this game. So, I don't know how you can have any confidence in him right now. If you do, you're either a Saints fan or crazy.
Yeah, there's really nothing that jumps out at me here. I guess, what can we expect this Saints team total at? 29? 29 and a half?
Yeah, and I mean, again, you're betting you're betting against a bad Vikings defense, not on a strong offense, if that.
Yeah, there's Ron Burgundy's already got team totals for us. Thank you, Ron. The 30 and a half for the Saints at FanDuel and 21 and a half for the Vikings. Yeah, there's nothing that's screaming at me to pull the trigger. What if I forced you to make a $500 bet on a side total, team total, first half side or total? What would you do?
If you forced me to make a bet, I don't know. That's tough. Again, even with Ron Burgundy with these team totals, I think I would bet Vikings under 21 and a half with a free $500 bet.
Yeah. Interesting. There's your Friday. Guy, I'd like to have action on Christmas night, but we know what Christmas is all about. An NBA basketball. I'm going to be beating the shit out of that NBA card. So I don't feel forced to attack this. We also have a bowl game that I can attack. So I'm not going to. As soon as I start saying that, my palms is fucking.
I can honestly, I could see value in Kamara props come game night.
Yeah,
especially because you have to figure the game plan from Sean Payton is, split Breeze's snaps up a little more, but they're just going to get him comfortable, and a lot of that is going to be the short passing game to Kamara. So I think Kamara's passing yards against a team without Barr and without Kendricks is probably going to be a nice little look. We've got to wait until that number comes out. But
I thought about doing that this past Sunday, and I would have lost. So I was with you. I thought that Breeze, the check down king, would be looking for Kamara, especially after Taysom Hill didn't, and he caught 3 passes for 40 yards. Birdie says 2 games from the playoffs. Why overuse Kamara?
I don't know if they'll overuse him, Birdie. I just think they'll go to him because what's more important, getting Kamara a reasonable number of snaps or getting Breeze back into the swing of things before the playoffs? Because if he's not ready to go for the playoffs, if he's not feeling comfortable, their season's over anyways. I agree with you. I don't think I don't think the guy should get 25 touches or anything, but they're going to get him the ball.